Donald Trump and running partner J.D. Vance may generate headlines about cats and dogs, but farmers in the crucial battleground state of Pennsylvania are more concerned about meat and potatoes. There are about 250,000 farmers in Pennsylvania, according to state data. In days before the November election, farmers in western Pennsylvania say they care less about Trump's antics and more about his agricultural policy.
This region in southeastern Erie County was all originally settled as farmland in the early 1800s. Our family in particular started a dairy farm here in 1858, milked cows up through the 1950s. This is a 200-acre farm that was sufficient to support family farm at that time. In today's world, 200 acres is not enough to support full-time agriculture operations. So today, this is something we keep alive for our children and for our family legacy and history by growing row crops such as corn and soybeans. We produce hay for animal feed, and we have pasture lands where we raise replacement stock.
Hello, my name's Mark Troyer. It's M-A-R-K-T-R-O-Y-E-R, and we're in Waterford, Pennsylvania this morning. This is our home farm for Troyer Farms, and we're starting a new brand called Folkland. As far as the Biden administration, I haven't seen them take notice of what we do here very much, and I certainly don't have the feeling that they're out there trying to make our lives easier. We are competing against, the desk jobs, the work from home jobs, and our job is not a work from home. Our job is not something that people can, call in sick or take extra days off. So we've needed to expand our pricing on employees, and it's been pretty difficult. Of course, tractors, you'll see some big equipment here. Everything is more expensive, more, emission standards has taken our tractors and doubled and tripled the cost of them. He has his own faults, but I do feel that his track record was pro-business, and farming is a business. This is a business, and we love the concept that he seems to appreciate us, seems to appreciate people that are out there working hard, people that are trying to create jobs or trying to create food for the world.
Our direct hope is tax. Honestly, tax cuts that already occurred. We want the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act to continue. Corporate tax, honestly, not everybody's employed in agriculture in this region. And in this region, we do have manufacturing. We do have a lot of business owners that employ folks. And those lower corporate tax rates help keep people employed in our region and throughout rural America. And that's probably the largest reason that we support a second Trump administration.
Oh yeah. Well, hold on.
With the Trump candidacy, it's what you know, and with the Harris candidacy, it's what you don't know so far. We look and try to obtain as much information as we can about prospective policy going into a Harris administration versus a Trump administration. For small farms, especially family-owned operations, succession planning is a huge part of that. And transfer tax, with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act expiring, there is a lot of concern in small agriculture that going back to a $5 million exemption and possibly as low as a $3.5 million exemption under a Harris administration might put an undue burden on some of the operations in our region and throughout Pennsylvania.
I think that she's going to be the great choice. I think everybody should think what they're doing. He is definitely, he doesn't care. He doesn't care one way or the other about who lives or dies and who prospers and who doesn't. And I feel that she does, and that's why I'm voting for Kamala. She's just the obvious better choice all the way around for everybody as a whole.
She's smarter.
She's smarter. It seems to care more about the people, not the size of Arnold Palmer's junk.
Well, yeah, that's pretty insane. You'll see, well, we can show you in the other vineyard, the waste after we press. So if you look, now you can see all the vineyards. There are about 8 of us on the farm right now. And those 8 people, we're running 200 acres of vineyards. Okay, we're running a processing plant, we're running a winery. So what we have done, we've taken great strides to cross-train everybody. So everybody can work in the vineyard, they can work on a harvester, they can fix equipment.
On their game. The guys got to be watching the shoot.
We're predominantly all agriculture up here, and policy in the farm bill and just everyday living is very important to us. And what we have seen happen in the grape business now is inflation is killing us. Okay, so you look at everything that we do, you know, tractors went from like 50,000 to 100,000 in 3 or 4 years through inflation. You know, the chemicals we use, the fertilizers, the sprays that we use, the harvesters went from like $300,000 to $500,000 to $600,000. Help, we used to get help for $12, $13, which might have been cheap, but now we're paying anywhere from $18, $19, $20 plus benefits for people helping us on our farms. The problem becomes is we don't get any more money for what we grow. We can get all of us in there.
Yeah, this is Pennsylvania, man. This is a big truck.
Put him with the...
Up, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Now, if you look down here, you can see the juice coming out. We're putting a little air into the bladder, and the more air you put in it, the faster it's going to go.
We grow 14 varieties of grapes for our customers. So when we pick them and we clean them up, we put them in these big tanks in these rooms. So everything we bring in, we process, And then we put them in here, we keep them at 38 degrees. So we can store like 100,000 gallons in this room. And I have 2 other rooms, a little smaller than this one, by 100% pure juice. You can smell it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Come this way. The 4 years that he was there, we were better off as business owners and a society than we were under the Democratic leadership right now. But there's a lot of other things that contribute to why things aren't good. A lot of things are happening throughout the world that affect us. This is called vertical chute positioning. So what we do is we leave the cordon closer to the... Boy, those are good. You should try those. Last one through, close the door. Okay.